5 players on 5 moving podiums, all hoping to race their way to £5,000. Just don't be last to the finish line. Welcome to The Finish Line, the show where contestants literally race their podiums across the studio floor to try and win £5,000. Yes, one player today could win £5,000, but at the very least, they should all break even, unless they drop some loose change down the back of their podiums, in which case it belongs to my co-host, the wonderful Sarah Green.
Thank you. I've got it all stashed under here. That's what's under my desk.
Exactly. Ready to meet today's players?
I am.
OK, today's players hoping to win big are Sam, Amanda, Jamie, Laurie and Jonty. OK, here we go. Before we start racing, we need to put our players in order with today's first qualifier. Sarah, how does it work?
Qualifier 1 is the picture game. First, we'll show you a subject, then we'll reveal an image. So to get this right, you'd answer Spanish. Get 5 right, and we'll stop the clock.
So, who's going to start in which lane? Let's find out. First up today, it's Sam, a manufacturing engineer from Horsham. Sam, welcome to the show. So, who's watching from home, Sam?
So, I've got my wife, Ufi.
Yep.
And the 3 kids, Rebecca, Joshua and Grace, and my brother, Emmanuel.
Fantastic.
And I've got a fun fact for you, actually.
Go on.
Me and my brother, we actually share the same birthday, but 3 years apart.
That is crazy. What's it like growing up having the same birthday as your brother? Surely that's quite competitive, no?
Yeah, exactly. We start competitive already from 3 years old, yeah. So my game plan today is to come in, knock the other players out, grab the money and head off home.
And run, exactly.
5K richer, yeah.
Well, the first thing that we need to tick off is our picture round. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, give it my best go. Give it a shot, right?
That's all we need. Ready?
I'm good.
Good luck. Your time starts now. Film studio.
Pass.
Musician and actor.
Oh, God. Pass. I forgot his name.
Restaurant chain.
Pizza Express.
Tennis star.
Pass.
Caribbean country.
Jamaica.
Crime author.
Agatha Christie. Oh, okay.
Disney Pixar film.
Tangled? No.
UK political party.
Lib Dems, Liberal Democrats.
Huh? TV personality.
No idea. Pass. Oh my days.
It's tough, Sam. It's tough.
Yeah.
Unlucky there, Sam. You're timed out. But let's unpack everything with Sarah.
2 wrong, 4 passes there. Film studio, MGM. Musician and actor, Donald Glover. Tennis star, Martina Navratilova. Disney Pixar film, Brave. The UK political party was the SNP. And the TV personality, Ian Hislop. You timed out, but the great thing about being up first is you at least get to spend a little bit of time in lane 1. So, Sam, go and make the most of it.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Next up, it's Amanda, a retired special needs teaching assistant from London. Amanda, how are you feeling?
I'm excited. Lovely to be here, but a bit nervous.
We're not that bad. OK, we're not that scary, are we, Sarah?
No, we're not.
Yeah.
OK.
So tell me, you're retired now, but did you enjoy your job? You know?
I loved it. And I felt it was a privilege to work in education. I always struggled a little bit with maths, so I particularly was helping out with maths. And when you see a child suddenly just get it, it's like your job's done.
Fantastic. Would you say you're someone you never really give up?
No, I don't give up. I'm very determined.
Great.
I took my driving test 6 times.
OK.
But I kept at it.
OK.
And
you did eventually pass, right?
I
you
did,
took it 6 times,
and I'm
but
a very
passed.
good driver,
Fine,
actually.
fantastic, yes.
I learned to swim at the age of 53. So, yeah, I'm always striving.
I like it, trying to better yourself constantly.
Yeah, and
fantastic.
I've got the analogy of the tortoise and the hare. You know, you might start off a little bit slow, but you get there in the end. A bit like the finish line, really.
Yeah,
Right.
precisely.
Yeah.
However, it is all about speed.
I know. I know.
Be
So-
the hare, not the tortoise with this.
Exactly.
That's my only advice.
I know.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can do this, Amanda. I
Okay,
believe
we'll
in
give
you.
it a go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Your time starts now. Firework.
Oh, sparkler.
Historical building.
Oh, pass.
Radio presenter.
Pass.
Julia Donaldson story.
Pass.
Premier League club.
Oh, Chelsea.
Type of code.
Oh, the code for... No, pass. Pass.
Star Wars character.
It's like a Dalek. No. Dalek.
West End musical.
Oh, Miss Saigon.
Planet in the solar system.
Mercury? No, I've timed it out.
Yes, timed out there. I think before you got your first answer in, we're going to have to unpack it all with Sarah.
5 passes, 1 wrong. The firework is a Catherine wheel. The historical
Okay.
building, the Crystal Palace. Radio presenter, Clara Amfo. Julia Donaldson story, Superworm. Type of code, Morse code. The Star Wars character, R2-D2. The planet in the solar system was Mercury, but you'd actually run out of time by then. Amanda, you and Sam have both timed out there, but he got 3 correct and you got 2 correct. So you will go to lane 2.
Lane 2. Okay.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.
Next up, it's Jamie, a council worker from Walsden. Welcome to the finish line.
Glad to be here.
Fantastic. Look, you worked for the council. Have you always done that?
No, I was in the Royal Air Force for 22 years as a cyberspace and telecommunications engineer.
Wow.
Yeah, travelled the world, went all over, the Congo, the Middle East.
So what do you like to do when you're not working?
Well, I'm a massive football fan.
Okay.
I'm a Man City fan. Original one.
I was going to say, a real
an
one.
original one. Yeah, an original one. Yeah. So much so I got the Pep Guardiola haircut. And I manage my youngest daughter's football team.
Well, look, you've experienced a lot. Any claims to fame we should know about?
Yeah, once in early 1995, I was a young 14-year-old lad playing football in the park, and a car pulled up and he was like, "Excuse me, lads, do you mind if I join in?" And it was Mark Owen from Take That. And we literally got to play with Mark. It was bizarre. He was a really good footballer as well.
Joined in on the game?
Yeah, just joined in.
I just like the idea of Mark Owen just going around going, do you know what? I really want to show some kids how much better at football I am.
No, there were
than
some
them.
older guys as well.
Yeah, I bet they were. Well, look, Jamie, we've got a picture round for you first.
OK.
How has it been when you've watched it at home?
Yeah, I think it's luck of the draw, innit?
Exactly. You ready?
Yeah, thank you.
OK, mate, here we go. Your time starts now. US actress.
Pass.
Astronaut.
Buzz Aldrin.
Children's toy.
Pop-up pirate.
Metalworking tool.
Anvil.
Household item.
Light bulb.
Little Mix singer.
Leanne.
Fantastic there.
Wow.
You know your mixers.
Yeah, I've got 2 young daughters, that's why.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Great knowledge. Sarah.
So just 1 pass, and that was the US actress, America Ferrera. Your other contestants up there, they timed out. So you're setting the bar here, and you got your 5 correct answers in 22.6 seconds. So, Jamie, you're very definitely in lane 1.
Thank you very much.
Well done,
Thank you.
Jamie. Thank you.
Cheers, Ronan.
Next up, it's Laurie, a resident doctor from Swansea.
Hello.
So go on, tell us a little bit about your work.
So I'm currently a doctor in the NHS. I'm working in the A&E department, but I am applying and hoping to have a career in paediatrics.
I know everyone working at the NHS is working so hard. What do you like to do when you've got some free time?
So I used to do a lot of dance. I did a lot of acrobatics, trained in tap, jazz, went to Disneyland Paris and danced in the Royal Albert Hall and things like
Wow.
that. Yeah. It's taken a little bit of a step back since I've been working because obviously long hours, but I'm
Right.
hoping to get back into it.
I love the fact that someone's doing acrobatics, then ends up in A&E, but working. Well, we've got a picture round for you first, Laurie.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Not too bad. I don't feel like it's my worst, but it could be famous last words.
OK, well, look, shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
here we go. Your time starts now. Irish singer.
Ronan Keating?
Award.
Pass.
Toy.
Diablo.
Famous magician.
Houdini?
Planet in the solar system.
Earth.
US actress.
Dakota Johnson.
Country.
Canada.
That's 5. Congratulations, Laurie. 5 correct answers. Let's see how fast you did it with Sarah.
1 pass, 1 wrong answer. The Irish singer was Brian McFadden, and the award is the Nobel Prize. You have 22.6 seconds to beat Laurie. You got your 5 correct answers in 27.8. You go straight to lane 2.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Laurie.
Thank you.
Last up, it's John T, a solicitor from Arkindale. John T, welcome to the finish line. So tell us about your work.
So I'm an IP lawyer in my main job, and then probably more interestingly, I also work part-time as a youth worker as well for the YMCA in Ripon.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
they're a fantastic bunch.
Yeah, great. Well, look, what do you like to get up to when you're not working? You like a challenge?
I do like a challenge, yeah. I cycled Land's End to John O'Groats a few years ago with my brother, my cousin, and a friend to raise money for charity. And we agreed to do the last 30 miles all wearing mankinis.
Of course you did.
You can imagine what that is like, going through a sleepy Scottish village and you've got 4 blokes in mankinis just rolling through.
More worried about the chafe.
No, that as well, yeah.
Well, look, should we get into the picture round then?
Yeah.
Your time starts now. Video game character.
Pac-Man.
Comedian.
Pass.
Rock singer.
Courtney Love.
US coin.
Nickel.
Spielberg film.
Jaws.
Model.
Pass.
European country.
Sweden.
Children's character.
Rupert Bear.
Fantastic. Very good. That's 5 correct answers. Let's find out from Sarah.
2 passes, 1 wrong. The comedian is Munya Chihuahua, the US coin is a quarter, and the model is Sophia Richie. You have 22.6 seconds to beat John T. You got your 5 correct in 32.4, and that puts you in lane 3.
Thanks, John T. So, Sarah, we have our first lineup. Who have we got?
We've got determined Amanda, birthday twin Sam, mankini man John T, dancing Dr. Laurie, and footy fan Jamie. I think this is going to be a spicy little race.
Oh, here we go. Well, let's get into it. What do they need to know?
Well, our players will be asked questions down the line, starting with lane 1. Get an answer right, and their podium will start moving. But if they take too long to answer, pass, or get one wrong at any point, they'll immediately stop in their tracks. When players are close to the end of the track, their lanes will become supercharged to tell them they're in the end zone and approaching the finish line. The player who doesn't reach the finish line is out.
There you go. It's as easy as that. Just don't come last. But please remember, it is a race, so you must answer within the time limit. Now, Jamie, you qualified fastest, so the first question is yours. Best of luck. Let's race. Jamie, what primary colour is mixed with yellow to make green?
Blue.
Correct. Laurie, in what sport can you get stumped?
Golf?
It's cricket. John T, in Legend, everything touched by King Midas turned to what?
Gold.
Correct. Sam, Courtney Cox plays Gale Weathers in which horror film franchise?
Scream.
Correct. Amanda, Savoy and red are varieties of which vegetable?
Cabbage.
Correct. Jamie, which UK overseas territory lies at the southern tip of Spain?
Gibraltar.
Correct. Laurie, what first name links British actors Dalton, Spall and West?
Timothy.
Correct. John T, in what month of 1605 was Guy Fawkes arrested?
November.
Correct. Sam, the K2 tog is a type of stitch in what pastime?
Knitting.
Correct. Amanda, in midwifery, the funiculus is another name for what cord?
The umbilical.
Correct. Jamie, according to the proverb, there is honour amongst who?
Thieves.
Correct. Laurie, the Snow Queen is a tale by which Danish author?
Pass.
It's Hans Christian Andersen. John T, in money slang, a monkey is equal to how many British pounds? Sam, in business, what does the abbreviation INC stand for? It's Incorporated. Amanda, Rerun Van Pelt is a character in what US comic? Wow! So many of you just came through on momentum there. Sam, I said, in business, what does the abbreviation INC stand for?
I was going to say incorporation.
It's Incorporated. And then John T, in money slang, a monkey is equal to how many British pounds?
Yeah, I've got no idea. I would guess like 500 or something.
It is 500, so you would have got that correct. And then Amanda, Rerun Van Pelt is a character in what US comic strip?
I haven't got a clue.
It's Peanuts. But Laurie, what happened?
I don't know. It was hard.
The show is hard, isn't that right, Sarah?
It really is. And especially if you're not particularly a cricket fan, are you?
No.
I'm guessing that's the case because you got stumped.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Laurie, unfortunately, you haven't made it to the finish line and your journey on the show ends here. Let's hear it for Laurie. But Jamie, John T, Sam and Amanda, congratulations, you've survived race 1. You're now one step closer to winning our £5,000 cash prize. But before we get into race 2, we need to sort you out once again with another qualifier. Sarah's going to tell you all about it.
Qualifier 2 is the missing letters game. We'll reveal a clue and the first and last letters of the answer. So to get this right, you'd answer yellow. Get 5 right and we'll stop the clock.
So who's going to start in which lane this time? Let's welcome back Amanda. Amanda, well done.
Thank you.
You made it through the race. Just about, but nonetheless, a fresh start. Do you like quizzing then? Is that your thing?
Love quizzing, yes. I belong to a quiz team, a local pub quiz team, and there's 7 of us, 6 women and 1 man.
Great.
He doesn't get a word in edgeways.
I can imagine. Yep.
And we're called Harry's Harem.
Harry's Harem,
Yeah.
I see. Right, so we've got a missing letters round for you now. Amanda, how do you feel about this one?
When I've watched it before, I find it quite hard.
Amanda, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Your time starts now. Spice Girl nickname.
Baby.
Weekly TV mag.
Radio Times.
First aid charity.
Pass.
Element in water.
Hydrogen.
Ridley Scott film.
Pass.
New romantic band.
Pass.
Famous Venetian
Marco
explorer.
Polo.
Piece of stationery.
Paperclip.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Do you know what I liked about that? Your answers that you did know so fast.
Yeah.
So
I said it.
fast.
Said
Okay.
it as it was.
So let's unpack your answers.
Just 3 passes. First aid charity, St John Ambulance. Ridley Scott film, Alien. New romantic band, Duran Duran.
Never heard of it.
Oh, OK.
You got your 5 correct answers in 30 seconds. Go
Okay.
to lane 1.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Amanda.
you.
Next up, it's Sam. Sam, what did you think about the first race?
Made it through, so that's the important thing, right?
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Exactly that. You got to the end. It's a fresh start from now on. That's what we say to
Exactly.
everyone. So, Sam, tell us, what would you like to get up to in your spare time?
I like to do a bit of DIY, get my hands dirty a bit, do a bit of decorating. A recent project I've just completed with a mate of mine was doing a garage conversion to a
Okay.
home office.
Nice.
So my missus works from home and she uses that as a home office. So that was a nice little project.
Man, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
Did you want to turn it into a man cave, though? Be honest.
You know what? I wasn't too fussed. Happy wife, happy life and all of that. So
Fair enough, but I bet
went
at
with
one
that.
point you would go, Sarah, tell me if I'm wrong here. At one point, Sam was going, babe, just imagine a pool table just there. Just there.
Absolutely.
You got it in one, yeah.
Well, Sam, we've got a missing letters round for you now. How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, I normally do quite well at home, but obviously being under the lights, you know, a bit nervous, but hopefully, you know, should be better than the first one.
Let's get 5 correct on this, yeah?
Fingers crossed.
Come
yeah.
on,
Come
man.
on.
Here we go. Good luck. Your time starts now. Celestial body.
Pass.
Famous Italian artist.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Peerage title.
Pass.
Kylie Minogue, #1.
Spinning round. Spinning around.
Snooker ball colour.
Black.
Charles Dickens novel.
Pass.
Alton Towers ride.
No, pass.
Single digit number.
4.
Red meat.
Veal.
Yes! You did it. You got 5 correct answers. So, Sam, let's go through them.
4 passes. The celestial body, a star. Peerage title, Viscount. Charles Dickens novel, Great Expectations. Alton Towers ride, it was on the tip of your tongue. Nemesis Reborn. You have 30 seconds to beat there. You got your 5 correct in 43.9. You take lane 2.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay.
Next up, it's Jonty. Now, we heard earlier on you cycling around in your mankini and things like that. That was just to get here to the studio. So are you the adventurous type?
Yeah, I am adventurous. A few years ago, I worked in Madagascar as a volunteer for a scientific organisation. And one of the main things that I was doing was catching snakes. I got bitten by 3 snakes. I got stung by hornets 3 times. And I also got bitten by a hunting dog. They thought the hunting dog might get rabies. So I had to be flown to the capital for injections.
Do I need to go like this, or...?
No, it's all right. Hopefully they did the trick, the jabs, yeah.
Right, we've got a missing letters round. You've seen it done. Do you think you can get a good time in?
In theory, this should be my strongest, but who knows, there's probably famous last words, to be honest with you.
All right, Jonty, well, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Your time starts now. Sylvester Stallone.
Rocky.
Emergency vehicle.
Fire engine.
Social media platform.
Pass.
Teddy Swims hit.
Pass.
Monopoly board square.
Jail.
Fictional diarist.
Adrian Mole.
Shade of red.
Pass.
Batman villain.
Pass.
English city.
Oxford.
That's 5. Well done. 5 correct answers. That is all I asked for. Let's go through it here.
4 passes. The social media platform, Blue Sky. Teddy Swims hit, Lose Control. Shade of Red, Vermilion. And Batman villain, Poison Ivy. So you have 30 seconds to beat, Jonty. You got your 5 correct answers in 35.9. You go to lane 2.
Thanks, Jonty. And finally, we have Jamie. Jamie, welcome back. Pretty good feeling to finish first, right?
Yeah, it was nice, yeah, just to settle the nerves and bed me in sort of thing, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So go on, tell me, who else is watching from home?
My lovely wife, Jackie, my 2 daughters, Georgia and Louisa.
We've got some pretty competitive players today. Would you say you're competitive?
Yeah, I'm pretty competitive. I'm pretty hard with my girls. I won't let them win at Cluedo or anything like that.
How old are they?
Yeah, 10 and 15.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a missing letters round. You had the advantage of being able to see everyone else take it on.
Yeah.
Do you think you can better it?
No, this tends to be my kryptonite round, but I can only do my best.
Jamie, that's all I asked for. 5 correct answers, please. Your time starts now. Part of the foot.
Heel.
Microstate.
Vatican City.
Muppet.
Pass.
Famous train.
Pass.
Type of chocolate.
Milk.
Take That member.
Howard Donald.
Environmental charity.
Pass.
Chemical element.
Ion.
Part of a sailboat.
Rudder.
That's 5. Can't believe it. You were playing football with Take That, and a Take That member came in there.
It would have been bad if I'd have got that one wrong, wouldn't it?
Luck of the draw. OK, well, look, a couple of answers in there that you didn't get quite right. Yeah. Let's take a look.
3 passes and 1 wrong. The Muppet is the Swedish chef. The famous train, the Flying Scotsman. The environmental charity, Friends of the Earth. And the chemical element was iron, not ion. You have 30 seconds to beat. You got your 5 correct answers in 36.8. You take lane 3.
Thanks, Jamie. OK, so we have our lineup for the second race. We know how this works by now. Answer them fast, don't come last. Best of luck. Let's race. Amanda, what feature of a car is called the trunk in the US?
Oh, the boot.
Correct. Jonty, what stage musical was based on a film about a green ogre?
Shrek.
Correct. Jamie, what relation is Prince Harry to Prince George?
Brother.
It's uncle. Sam, which company's voice assistant technology is called Siri?
Apple.
Correct. Amanda, which footballer is Portugal's all-time top goal scorer?
Ronaldo.
Correct. Jonty, what chemical element has the symbol PB?
Plumbum.
I'll accept. Jamie, Yokosuka is a port in what Asian country?
Japan.
Correct. Sam, a kittle is a white robe worn by members of what religion?
Buddhism.
It's Judaism. Amanda, Claridge's Hotel in Mayfair is rated how many stars?
5.
Correct. Jonty, what was the title of the second album by Amy Winehouse?
Back to Black.
Correct. Jamie, what work by Kipling introduced the law of the jungle?
Jungle Book.
Correct. Sam, a source of caviar, sterlets belong to what fish family?
Oysters.
Sturgeon. Jonty, which UK Prime Minister married... Jamie, what is the highest value euro coin?
€2.
Correct. Sam, Samuel Pickwick is a character in what Charles Dickens novel? It's the Pickwick Papers. Jamie, the podcast Dish is hosted by Angela Hartnett and which presenter? It's Nick Grimshaw. Sam, in music, a quarter note is also known as what?
Quartet.
It's crotchet. Jamie, Von Chef is a range of products for what room of the house?
Kitchen.
Correct. Sam, a common saying is a penny for your what?
Thoughts.
Correct. Jamie, the name of what they... Sam, what happened, man?
Luck of the draw with the questions, right?
I know. Sarah, what did you make of it?
Yeah, and also a bit of a bum note on that crotchet question. I'm so sorry.
Oh, dear. Sam, thank you so much for being a part of the finish line today. Let's hear it for Sam, everyone. But Amanda, Jonty and Jamie, congratulations. You've survived once again. You're one step closer to playing for £5,000. Time now for another race. But first, your next qualifier. Sarah will tell you all about it.
Qualifier 3 is a game of pairs. We'll reveal a subject and then 3 pairs of answers. Only one pair contains 2 correct answers. Get 5 right and we'll stop the clock.
So who's going to be fastest to qualify this time? Let's find out. First up, it's Jamie. Jamie, now you've made it here. You came third in that race. Can't be third again, otherwise it's
No,
it's
it
curtains.
was a bit touch and go out there at one point.
Well, look, you've seen your competitors now. You're in the final 3. Who's the one to beat?
I think Amanda. She just got that calm demeanour and good general knowledge. I think she's the one to beat.
£5,000 is the prize money today. So what would you do if you got the money?
Well, I've promised I'd buy my wife a new car, put it towards a new car, but she's a United fan, so it's got to be sky blue. It's got to be a sky blue car.
So just because she supports Man United and you're Man City, it's got to be a sky blue coloured car. Right, OK, that's fair enough. All right, well, look, we've got a pairs round for you now. Have you seen this one from home?
Yes.
OK, like it or...?
It's hit and miss with me.
All right, well, look, let's give it a good crack. Your time starts now. 2-wheel transport.
Bicycle and Segway.
Streaming services.
BBC iPlayer, Netflix.
Slang for money.
Chilaguan.
Owl species.
Short-eared, long-eared.
Italian dishes.
Gnocchi arancini.
Flags with a cross.
Greece and Switzerland.
There you go. Very good. The Switzerland flag is quite literally one big plus, and that was a big plus for you. Well done. So go on then, Sarah, how did you do?
It's very straightforward, just one wrong. The slang for money, Skrilla and Gwap. You're first up here, but let's see where you've set that bar. You got 5 correct answers in 36.5 seconds. Take lane 1.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you. Next up, it's Jonty. Jonty, loved your answer for lead. There.
I
Where
have
did
no.
that come from?
It seems I think I'm in a Dickens novel or something. I have no idea where that came from, honestly.
But look, it was an acceptable answer, and it helped get you here. So, who is the one to beat in your eyes?
I think they're both very strong indeed. Actually, I would say maybe Jamie slightly edges it on speed.
Well, look, imagine you beat your competition today. What would you do with 5 grand?
So I'm a keen bird watcher, and the big telescopes that you see people with are pretty expensive. So I think a decent chunk of it would go towards that. I'd like to give a chunk of it to the YMCA as well, because I really support them.
Well, look, we've got the pairs round now. You've just seen it in action. This one, it's a little bit tricky. Might need to take your time a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think that's good advice, yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
5 correct answers. That's what I'm after. Your time starts, Jonty, now. Irish singers.
Enya Dermot Kennedy.
Abrahamic religions.
Christianity, Judaism.
Does not border Brazil.
Ecuador, Chile.
Lunar seas.
Serenity, Tranquility.
Films released on the same day.
Barbie, Oppenheimer.
So you remember I gave you that advice, so I said you might need to take your time a little
Yeah, I
bit.
did not follow that.
You didn't. And the best thing that we learned from today, don't listen to me. So congratulations, Sarah.
You got your clear round. You have 36.5 seconds to beat. You got your 5 correct answers in 21 seconds. Bang on. So take lane 1.
Thanks, Jonty. Last up this time, it's Amanda. Amanda, fantastic. Showing the lads how it's done by winning that race.
For the girls, yeah.
So look, tell me, I'm trying to build a triangle of hate here between the opponents that you have. Now, Jamie thinks you're the one to beat. Jonty thinks Jamie's the one to beat. So surely, Jonty, is it? You don't want to face in the head-to-head?
He was quick, wasn't he quick? Yeah, probably I'd say Jonty from that, going how quick he was.
There you go. So, Amanda, £5,000 is the prize money today. What would you spend it on?
I would love to learn how to sail.
Wow.
And I would like to put it towards sailing lessons.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You are a proper go-getter attitude, and I love it. OK, well, look, we've got a pairs round for you now. Amanda, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do
Your time starts now. Shoe heels.
Cuban kitten,
Kitchen appliances.
air fryer slow cooker,
On English banknotes.
Jane Austen Winston Churchill,
Forces.
magnetic gravitational,
McDonald's products.
McMuffin McNuggets.
That was pretty good, Amanda.
How that happened.
I like it. OK, Sarah, how fast was that?
It was fast. Were you fast enough to beat Jonty in lane 1 with 21 seconds? Amanda, you got your 5 correct answers in 28.3 seconds.
OK.
You take lane 2.
Oh, OK, thank you.
Thanks, Amanda. So this is our lineup for race 3, but who is going home this time? Everyone, best of luck. Let's race. Jonty, an e-bike is powered by what form of energy?
Electricity.
Correct. Amanda, the Mona Lisa is housed in a museum in which French city?
Paris,
Correct. Jamie, in what traditional panto are mice magically turned into horses?
Cinderella.
Correct. Jonty, in what decade was the UK voting age reduced to 18?
The 1940s.
It's the 60s. Amanda, Picard is a spin-off series of which American sci-fi franchise?
pass,
It's Star Trek. Jamie, fans of which female rapper are known as the Bardi Gang?
Pass.
It's Cardi B. Jonty, what animal takes its name from the Greek for nose and horn?
Rhinoceros.
Correct. Amanda, which German sportswear brand makes the Supercourt tennis shoe?
Adidas.
Correct. Jamie, what unit of electrical power is abbreviated MW?
Megawatts.
Correct. Jonty, who played Jim Lovell in the film Apollo 13?
Tom Hanks.
Correct. Amanda, what overhead shot is the main attacking stroke in badminton?
Overhead.
It's smash. Jamie, London #1 is a blue variety of what alcoholic spirit?
Gin.
Correct. Jonty, which prince became BAFTA president in 2010?
Prince William.
Correct. Amanda, the Giant's Causeway is in which country of the UK?
Northern Ireland.
Correct. Jamie, what Chinese philosophy used in home design means wind water?
Feng Shui.
Correct. Amanda, what English... Oh, Amanda, I'm so sorry to lose you. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well done,
dear.
guys.
Sarah, what'd you make of that?
Oh, it was that badminton question.
wasn't it?
It smashed you right out of this court, hasn't it?
Never mind.
Thank you so much for being a part of
Thank
it
you.
today, Amanda. Let's hear it for Amanda, everyone. Jonty and Jamie, congratulations. You're through to our head-to-head and you're now just one step away from playing for £5,000. But to get that chance, you'll need to stop your opponent in their tracks right here. Sarah will tell you how it works.
In the head-to-head, you're on the buzzer. A correct answer makes you move and your opponent stop. But beware, if you buzz in and give a wrong answer, you'll stop moving and set your opponent in motion instead. The first one of you to reach the finish line goes through to the final for a chance to play for £5,000.
Jonty, you want to buy a fancy telescope for bird watching and give some money to the YMCA. And Jamie, you want to put the money towards buying your wife, who is a Man United fan, a brand new car. But because you're a City fan, you've said it has to be sky blue. Fantastic. Look, unfortunately, only one of you could achieve that dream today. Jonty, any final words for your opponent?
Jamie, I know you're a big Man City fan, but I'm going to hit the back of the net.
I love an accidental partridge. Right, OK. Jamie, anything to say to that?
Yeah, John, well, you might have cycled from Land's End to John O'Croats in your Mankini, but you weren't crossing that line before me.
Fantastic. All right, gents, fingers on buzzers, please, because here we go. Best of luck. Let's race. Martine McCutcheon played Tiffany in
Jonty.
EastEnders.
Correct. The name of what skincare brand means the sea in French?
Jamie.
Nivea.
It's La Mer. The RNR is a reserve force for which of the armed forces?
Jamie.
Royal Navy.
Correct. The Atacama Plateau is on what continent?
Jonty.
South America.
Correct. Internet slang advising someone to go offline is touch what? It's grass. Hannibal and BA are characters...
Jamie.
18.
Correct. A top loader is a style of which house...
Jamie.
Video.
It's washing machine. Canadian pop star Abel Tesfaye is better known by what?
Jonty.
The Weekend.
Correct. The periodontal membrane is in what part?
Jamie.
The mouth.
Correct. The first World AIDS Day was held in what decade?
Jamie.
1980s.
Correct. The claret jug is a famous trophy.
Jamie.
Golf.
Correct. What name is given to the 40-day period before Easter?
Jonty.
Lent.
Correct. Which superhero was born to Lara and Jarell?
Jamie.
Superman.
Correct. The film Don't Look Now is set in which Italian city?
Jonty.
Rome.
It's Venice. Equinoxes take place in September and which...
Jonty.
March.
Correct. In Hindu tradition, the husband of a Rani has what title?
Jonty.
Rana.
It's Raja. In what sport is a high bar skill named after Alexander?
Jonty.
Gymnastics.
Correct. What unit of liquid is 1/8 of a gallon?
Jamie.
An ounce.
It's a pint. The Welsh National War Memorial is in what city?
Jonty.
Cardiff.
Correct. The Mossy Bottom Farm book series centres on what sheep?
Jamie.
Sean.
Correct. Teruno Fuji is a famous name in what form of wrestling?
Jonty.
Sumo.
Correct. The word nasal... Jonty, you've done it. Congratulations, you are through to the final to play for £5,000. How are you feeling?
Like I'm going to be sick.
OK, well, don't do that to me, please.
Yeah.
Jamie, what happened?
I did my best. I'm just up against a really good player. Good luck, Jonty.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Sarah, what did you make of it?
Jamie, I'm so sorry.
No,
You've had a bit of a mare with that La Mer question,
Yeah,
didn't you?
just went
But
for
at
it.
least now you can go for a pint.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Jamie, sorry to see you go. You didn't quite make it to the finish line, but let's hear it for Jamie. For Jonty, you're today's winner. You'll now be playing for £5,000. Sarah, how does this all work?
To win that £5,000, all Jonty has to do is make it to the finish line one final time. But there's a twist, because he'll be racing against the track itself. Jonty will face a series of quick-fire questions. He must get them right to keep moving. A wrong answer will stop him in his tracks. He has to stay ahead of the red to win the cash. But if Jonty gets caught, it's game over.
So, Jonty, welcome to the final race. You want the money to buy that fancy telescope for bird watching. You have done so well to make it this far, mate. Really, really fantastic. Let's see if you have got what it takes to go the distance. Now, the track will start moving when I finish reading the first question. £5,000 waiting for you right here at the end. You ready for this?
Yeah.
OK, last bit of advice. Don't look back. Jonty, for the final time, best of luck. Let's race. Which fairy tale character breaks Baby Bear's chair?
Goldilocks.
Correct. Traditionally, a bridal shower is held before what event?
A wedding.
Correct. The Fight Night video game series featured what sport?
Boxing.
Correct. Miniature Pinscher is a breed of what?
Dog.
Correct. Stargazing was a 2024 hit for which Luton-born singer?
Adele.
It's Miles Smith. The Super Pershing was a variation of what armoured vehicle?
Tank.
Correct. What dynasty took over the Spanish throne in 1700?
Habsburgs.
It's Bourbon. Which darts player is nicknamed Mighty Mike?
Pass.
It's Van Gerwen. Stitch Has a Glitch is the sequel to what Disney film?
Lilo and Stitch.
Correct. What table condiment can be obtained from the mineral halite?
Salt.
Correct. The initials GPT in ChatGPT stand for Generative Pre-trained what?
Technology.
It's Transformer. The Cathedral is a work by which famous French sculptor?
Rodin.
Oh! That was the correct answer, but unfortunately, the track caught up with you and it bit back, Jonty. Bad luck. You have been such a fantastic player, but unfortunately, you will be leaving here with nothing. Sarah, what a race.
You were so focused. I thought, this man is definitely going to make it. And I'm so sorry that it turned out differently, Jonty. But I hope you've had a really good time.
Oh, fantastic time. Yeah, it's been really fun.
Amazing. Thanks so much for being here today, Jonty. What a game. That is it from us. Big thank you to all of our players. It's goodbye from Sarah.
Bye-bye.
And goodbye from me. We'll see you next time when 5 new players will be racing to reach the finish line. See you later.